You know. Alright, bada bing, bada boom. Checking in, checking in, checking in. Outside house. Ayo. Alright, people, get this thing. Fucking hell. I think they tight you for it. Alright, people, while going to that place, you know who they are. Original Dandada. Chuck life in that place. Yo, big up yourself, bro. Get up. Bada bang. Janelle, talk to the people over there saying, Janelle ready to go.
How are you
Janelle, you go.
guys?
Okay, man, I say
It's
what?
been a long time, but we're here.
If you long, not true.
Why you guys heat coming? Why?
Why? No, what are you
Let me
talking
see what's
about?
wrong.
It's
Oh, it's
AC
outside. On the
outside.
outside.
Outside. What we there outside? People beg up on yourself.
Yeah.
Good night. Good
Good night,
morning.
guys. How are
Yeah, you have
you?
to say
Bless
good
up.
morning, good night,
Good
good
night.
evening.
Good morning, guys. Bless up,
Yes.
Team Happy. Bless up,
Yes.
Truck Life. You know what it is. So
Rachel, if you're having lunch right now, pick up yourself
you
outside.
already know.
Make sure not drinking water. Summertime, it
That's
plays
right.
well hot.
Hydrate.
Make sure to get the
You
good stuff
know,
where you drink.
this is hibiscus.
Share drink juice. Make sure
It's
to
not
drink
juice.
water.
This is not
So what
juice.
that?
It's hibiscus, meaning it's like syrup, but not.
A sugar in that same way.
There's
Drink
no
straight
sugar in
natural
it.
water. Mm.
It's tea,
Wet up my lips, them and wet
but
up my
cold.
throat and thing. So people, I go on that place. Mega love shout out Team Happy.
And
Always a
I do
pleasure
have
seeing
water for
y'all.
your. If I always have water,
Wanna make sure to drink on the water.
I make sure I stay hydrated. I don't.
Alright, let me just say, Team Up, I'm sorry I can't call all out no name.
It's okay. They
Like, but
understand.
y'all know
They
my tongue not
understand.
so strong when it comes to pronunciation, certain thing. Your tongue lazy sometimes. So, no, that's not, no, what's that? But for all the people that we have to pass through, tonight is a good night, it's a good topic. We want to talk about this topic, yeah? So, we want to get some people involved. You know what I mean? And also, guys, if you're watching on the playback, make sure y'all leave a good comment on this video because I think this gonna one of the videos that we're gonna put in the runnings for the end of the month. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Mhm.
so while we're there last night was I was tired as hell last night. So yeah, people make sure now watch the ads. People, Team Happy, make sure y'all watch the ads before y'all come in. Don't skip it. Just watch it. Some good ads with there. You know what I mean? All right. As we said. So yeah, so last night I
Mhm.
kind of tired as hell and plus
But it was raining.
it rain last
It was
night.
raining.
So whenever the vibes
The
just
vibes
whenever
wasn't there, and the view wasn't there.
yeah, so last night it kind of a show off still, so
Mhm.
I know that already. So
It is what it
moderator,
is.
all my moderator, big up on
They
yourself,
always
whole
come
team
back
happy
hot.
squad there. Chuck Life aka Ambassador there, so I don't know what that go. People tonight young and the night early, so just go and rock and come in, get your water, get your juice,
Mhm.
whatever you drink, you know the thing go.
Mhm.
Roll up one if you have to roll up one before you come and hold a meditation and come have a little vibes. Cause over here say say the hot taxi.
That's a nice.
That's right. No judge. Yes, chocolate. Make them know this is a no judgment zone.
Sure enough, no
Straight.
judgment
Hey,
zone. I know sometimes we get a little frazzle dazzle,
that's what
but
it's.
it's no
Yes.
judgment.
Yeah, we are
You
big
gotta
people.
reel it back in.
So somebody come and tell me about my mother right now. People, anybody come and tell me about my mother, just delete, block them, please. No telling of the mother. So me I
Say
big up the
what?
mother. Block and delete them. Just
They take it too far now.
okay, yes. But whatever. We are big people can chat and things somewhere. No, yeah, no cursing. Can't cuss too bad, no trouble.
Which
Cause we.
my mouth I do. Fucking sailor.
About that time, Janelle cussed me out over here. So people, I just the vibes. Give me one Tagalog word. Give me one Jesus. Me really need to learn how to speak Tagalog,
It's
Is what? So people is
Magandang
it's the summertime.
Maganda.
The place is getting nice. Outside getting
Magandang.
nice. Yeah, I have to be careful on the road and shit.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Mhm.
How can I website now?
Fanatics.
Damn.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we've been missing out on. So when last we do a live? We did live Monday. Okay. So today our Wednesday.
Mhm. Is there anything we missing out on truck life? You could keep us up to speed.
Summertime. It's summertime. They play at Jamaica. Gonna be Hey, Chuck Life. Let us know what's going on with that curfew thing. Are they bringing back the whole curfew
That's what
shit?
I heard.
Are they bringing back the whole lockdown kind of thing? I don't know. What going on Jamaica on the ends? I need somebody to come fill me in on that. Uh-huh. So big up couple people we are pass through, the regular people
Mm.
that big up on yourself. You know say time early, so when it probably YouTube not send out the whole notification yet. So then we're there.
Good day.
Place kinda nice and breezy.
Yeah, now before I was like, where the heat was coming from.
Yeah. So people, yeah man, we're there. So yeah, Jamaica gonna be nice this summertime.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's very nice.
It's not real. Yeah, because how much events me see I go on at Jamaica. Me I say when am I bring that? That make no sense. I don't understand. Yeah, maybe they not say nothing. Maybe you hear you get wrong source or wrong information. So what we there, what we there. We just a go and choppy line and a spray. Alright, so what you know say? Hold on. So yeah, Chuck Life, people, we're gonna talk about the school system. Sati. Seti. Yeah, people, so make sure gonna be this topic tonight we wanna talk about it because we see a lot of things are going and we want to know what the people them how the people them view on it. Yeah, so I don't know say over here so we get the mix up later. The mix up so if we get the nice part, the clean version out from now. So later when they mix up a one, if there is no mix up guys, you know. Over
Well,
here,
I mean,
you never know.
you saw I'm you bringing me up to speed because I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah man, that a go on from a big thing a go on the internet, man. A thing a go viral and everything
Oh, it
there.
never tripped on my thing. I didn't notice.
Mm.
I didn't see it at all. But
Alright, in a my in a in a such people department. Yo, people who got new rules. The line up crazy. My God. As much artist Alka bring a come and show you a big sunfest this you know. Can I watch out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still enough artists that are come through, man. Who was a go slap way? Lord Jesus, it look like everybody had a TikTok video now. Look like me have to get involved. Get involved. Alright, so yeah, so basically let me find it and make you see what I go on. Catch you up to speed. So you have a little idea of what I go on. Alright, watch that one. I don't know sound, but you don't need no sound
I
if you
don't
don't see it.
know. Oh, oh,
Man, Chuck Life. I don't know,
oh, wow.
Sati said she quiet, so I don't
I,
know if you want Sati.
I saw that going.
I don't know if any of the team happy ladies wanna come on screen real quick. Watch I'm not even drop the link. So
And pin the link, put your commercials.
pinny link, pinny link, pinny link.
That's only one of them?
Yeah, but that one them we could have find that one them miss recently. I know some could have find that one there.
What is, what is, what is? You know, you know, Trip up the little girl son.
No worry, no, Chuck Life. Y'all get one of them, you know. Just go on, hold it.
Hey,
Just go on, hold it, man. You say you're introvert too. Yeah, so she say, you know, Chuck Life. She said she's an introvert.
what's going on here? I'm that arm, sister. I'm gonna trip up the little girl son.
Yeah, I'm like a scoop in there.
Watch them man.
Take her, get her 2 bucks in her skin.
Oh, man.
No, that's not too terrible. So, anyway, are you ready to rock and roll, people? Let's get this party started. They are long enough. Or how much minute to go?
This is
About 10 minutes into this. Now the vibes
this
already.
is entry. Oh, boy.
No, so them kids pitney at them. But remember, you know, when we used to go to school and teach our bus for years, we go man and go
Yeah,
tell
the
my
whole
parents.
school turn over. I'm gonna go and she take up one.
Then that me I try to tell them, man. So people, I don't know if in like Sweet Escape, Evil Engineer, Team Happy and Chuck Live. How that Sweet Escape. Alright, Sweet Escape in the place. Look up yourself, Sweet Escape. If you look good in it, me if you put my whole nose in the freaking camera. So alright people, so which would you rather to send your what? Damn, game chick to defeat warrior. No sir. Mm-mm.
Well,
Why going with the Warriors them? Warriors get beat again?
how about this? In my,
Alright.
why you took me into this? Oh,
I don't
oh,
want there. Let's see if I don't want there. I think I don't want that one. I couldn't find it. I don't know. Anyway. So people, where would you rather send your child? Or which would you
hey,
rather send your child? Would you rather send your child to a public school or private school?
hey. Yeah, I don't like all this people and shit.
Alright, you
Call
know.
me and let me discipline my child. What?
Enough of that. Let's get back to the reality here, cause it seems like if the people them say you're not there. So where would you rather send your child? Public school or private school? That's how we topic tonight. People, we have a me not even have no me say me can drop a commercial while we driving off. A long time I not drop this, you know. Long time I not.
One to the Babunia man, the cartoonia man. Babunia man. Hear me, I say, call you the badge, hear that? I'm represent for Cubans. Universal, yeah.
See the people, big up cow day. As we proceed tonight, going down a one part, down a one part. Question: do private school allow parental counseling? Um, Sweet Escape, I'm not sure. So let me say, which would you rather send your child to? Because we want to know how them are deal with the thing right now. And I big up yourself, we just see you touching at the place. Question. Alright, see a question there, Janelle. So
Hold on, let me set myself properly. I went into that rabbit hole and they have my head.
so that gonna warm me up in a one way that you know that I want is a warm up to our want tonight people because we want to know
Mm, mm, mm,
which would you rather send in school in our private school cause them video that when me see Pete and teacher fight. I'm like, I don't know, bro.
but it probably happened in private school. They just don't
It happened in private school, you believe
I
so?
don't know, but because we just don't see it. I don't know. I can't speak. I'm a public school kid.
Alright, so you are so you'd rather send your kids to a public school.
I mean, it depends, cause not every public school is bad.
No.
So I would
So be
look.
yourself away because you went to public school. You didn't have to go through some toughness and some rough and tough and
yeah.
kind of
My brother went to private school.
Okay, so basically, yeah, right. So how
But
was
we
it for
different
him?
animals, but yeah.
Alright, so Chuck Life write a paragraph down there. So first bit, a bit of that, man, I don't know if a bit of that, cause me don't know if I she, cause me say sweet escape, me don't know if I she.
I have no clue. I haven't seen. If anybody's seen Better, tell her we say what up.
Yes, sir.
I hope all is good with
I wanna
her.
know who name Sweet Escape, are you name bitter?
Mhm.
Cause remember, say we have a couple people come over here and we not even know, other,
Clear the gully for her.
right? I want to the baboon, yeah, man. I'm going to so.
Oh, okay, baby. Hey. Mm.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah.
A bitter?
Mhm.
Bitter. Cup
And what
yourself.
it's Sweet Escape. She gonna
Oh,
switch
so
the
sweet escape,
Sweet
yes.
Escape. I like that name there now. Hey. Yes, sir.
Mm. What no bitter, spicy for me.
She says Sweet Escape. Man, the
Alright,
commercials
so
right now. Love me.
alright, so people, one question, do private school allow parent to counseling? I don't know. Do they? I don't know nothing about private
I don't
school.
have
I'm
a.
just
I wouldn't know what
me
to
that just
respond.
want to know like if anybody been to a private school can probably talk on or
Well,
been to a
Well,
private.
somebody from Team Up has said, for me, public school are here in Philippines. If you are from private school, they expect so much because they said if you are from private school, the child is intelligent. But
Mm.
I totally disagree.
Okay, people. We said tonight that topic here go gone with a bag of things, no take say a joke. Alright, so bitter I don't know if they allow private things. So truck life. Me
Let's
people
just
me just
say,
me dey up at the top, me
let's
not
just
even
say,
reach. Me don't know how me reach. Me can't just stay with me for a while there cause hand on the pedal, hand on the steering, foot on the gas.
what about homeschool? Oh, homeschool. Some people on truck life, some I've heard a lot of people, especially during the COVID time, a lot of parents went back to homeschool. I don't see nothing wrong if you can have someone to have the do the right curriculum and they doing the right thing. I don't have a problem with it because they have a lot of kids that went to homeschool and you know go college and they still do good. So I guess if you find the right person to and teach a kid, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Facts. Alright, let me catch up on our chat. Let me see what going on. Okay.
I read hers. That's what I was
Okay.
reading
So
from.
okay.
But I can't pronounce her
Thank
name.
you for asking.
Fadika. I think that's. I'm
So
not good with it.
wait. Well,
Listen,
spicy yourself, here, so come I understand what she talk about
she
one of the
just said
few.
because I always ask for her. I
So
always
then,
ask, and if you go through me, I always just say, "Hope all is well with her." Blah 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 and blah blah blah. So she just said, "Thank you."
so
Nobody take it no further.
so
Let
me
it
not
right
ask
there.
her. So she go on like say me not yet. Me not ask her too. And tell her if you big up herself. If you
Never
could.
said nothing to you
All right, back to the
in that
program. Back
sense.
to the
Get
program. Let me
focused.
stay back on topic
Thank you.
because you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
straight now.
Nah, no straight tonight. We ain't no straight dog with the boat yeah. So yeah, people. Uh.
Oh, so let me read. She said,
Yeah, go on run through the topic.
"My son is in public when it comes to discipline in between the teacher and the parent." Okay. Hey, Tammy.
Watch
Hey,
out,
Anna.
boy. Take your road, brother. Take your road.
Why?
So how am I gonna
Why?
so?
Make it make sense.
What the fuck?
What is the mother of God? Why? Look there. Also, it must lick somebody on a run. It have to be.
Because I know regular police, that's why ambulance.
I was online.
So people, the reason why me I draw for that topic are actually two kind of reasons still. One, when it was like last week, me then I barber shop. I one piece of thing kick off before the man could have cut me here. Man, him and the next person like she, our woman, remember, more man would have big go, more man would have want to send them kids to school, and female would have more want to send them kids to me I say, want to send them kids to public school, and female would have rather send.
I mean, if you can afford it, it'd be nice, I guess. But you have to go send your child to public school.
which is right.
I mean,
so but what them did I say still?
I can't really compare because I never been to private school to say I can compare the two and what public or what private school catered as far as public. I mean, private, they say, oh, they probably have uniform. They're more a little bit, probably a little bit more disciplined or stricter. But can I say, I don't know the percentage of the kids or whatever. I have no clue. I can't speak. So I just, you only hear about, you would hear people say, private school is good, blah, 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 blah. And
so like what you hear good about private school? You hear people get a big fight a broke out, you hear people bring gun and them say,
I mean, I never heard about guns in the private school. I mean, because you don't really hear that. I don't know. I never really hear that. But obviously in the public school, you're dealing with.
Right.
And, it's free.
Like public school prepare for the real world kind of one we have. Because people don't know what going to that pay police.
Sorry. Okay, hold on. So she said, see, Cuban, you need someone who has experience, actually been to private to understand their opinion. That's sweet. Escape Truck Life said, I have been to a private school. I had never been to a private school either. Tammy said, I think heavily depends on location and where you live. Street Escape said, I went to private school for 1 year when I was a little like 4. It a type thing, uniform and all that stuff. Seti said, no matter what school you are going, send your children. If your child doesn't want to learn or lazy to go to school, so what's the point of choosing a school for your child?
Yes, Seti, I like that one there.
Sweet said, so private to a point. One express their self in which to. Truck Life says to Seti, not everyone likes school. I don't like school and never have. Tammy said, if inner city, obviously private school is better. If you're in a good area with good school district, public school are fine. That's true.
Yes.
It do depends on your location as well. Sad, but it's true. Your zip code always and your area code affects the school, because you can live in Brooklyn, but different boroughs of Brooklyn and has public school, and some public school is totally different from one. Okay. I'll have to speak too high on it. Where
That's
the
true.
it's the truth.
That's
Where
true.
it's predominantly
As
uh rich and
right.
rich and people, the public school is totally different.
Well, okay.
Where it is more predominantly poor middle class, the school is totally
But now, remember,
different.
all right. Well, now in like
And that's
say,
public school.
but like in New York, right?
They zone schools.
They have zone schools, but they also have
And it's hard for you to put. And if you even know about a public school that's real nice,
I even say public, but what about the charter schools? Some charter schools are really nice.
yeah, but that's
They're not so they like in between, I would say.
Yeah, that's like, and I consider that private.
I guess on line one.
The charter school, even though it's public.
Good evening.
Oh,
Good evening, everyone.
I think that was spicy.
I asked if the private
We'll
schools
be
had
back with
parental
spicy in a bit.
counsel. Do you know what
Can
that
you hear
means?
us?
Can you hear
We
me?
didn't hear you. No,
Yeah, I
we
can
can
hear
hear
you
you now.
now.
You're on live Cubans Radio. Can we go ahead?
Okay, whatever.
Yes.
Anyways,
Yes.
I was saying, do private schools have where parents are able to interact in like student council, parental council? They have any kind of interaction with part of the school?
With the private,
Right, that's the thing.
I don't know, but I know in public school they got parent
Like parent
parent
council kind of thing.
yeah, parent coordinators and you
Right.
know, and parent teachers or whatever, where even the parents volunteer and work within the school.
Which is a nice
Participate.
thing to have because you know you're not worrying about your child and whatnot. The thing is, when it comes to private schools, they're just kind of like not something I'd put my kids in. You know, not just because of that they're learning on a certain level or they have a certain dress code or this or that, but it's just because you don't really know what's going on in there. You know.
Mhm,
We're in private school.
mhm.
Yeah.
You know, in
I
private.
really don't. You don't. I really don't know what goes on in private school. You don't really hear much.
Honestly, man, I talk about private school. When my godson, when he was like about, I don't know, maybe 7 or around them ages, as in mother police, so she said him got private school.
Mhm.
And the stuff that he was saying, like he was saying the pledge
Mhm.
in like different languages.
Mhm.
You know, see them do that. You know, I find that was impressive. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but you know, public schools also give you options to learn other languages too. That's not just a private school thing.
You don't know. Me, I just feel like there was more because
But
remember
I
when I
tell
was
you what
getting,
the
I didn't get
difference,
that. So,
the difference between private and public. To you come think about it, if you want to weigh out the odds. So you could have, let's say you put twins, okay, one in a private, one in a public. The one that's in a public school is going to be hearing the F word, the this, the that, the that, the that, the that. You know, the one in the public or the private school is going to be my virgin ears, mom. I can't believe I heard that kind of shit. You know.
right? Yeah, you're not ready for the real world. Hey,
But
chin,
why?
chin, chin. Why?
Especially the world we live in today, nothing should be private. Everything should be out in the open because people need to see the truth of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
So basically, kids should be to a point where wherever you toss them, they're going to get up on their feet.
Well, like as I said, like what Sati said, Sati said, if the kids want to learn, him gonna learn. If he got private, if he got public school, and him willing to learn, him gonna learn. If he got private school and he don't want to learn, him gonna go.
Because I remember this guy. He used to pick this girl up, little girl, from private school, right? And the mother spent thousands of dollars to send this little girl to school. Instead, she learned, she ram, she get trouble. And mind you, it's like she's spending mortgage to put this little girl to school.
Right.
And mind you, she wasn't even in high school yet. And to the point that they taking out loans and all these stuff. No. So in the end, when things start hit rock bottom, she had to end up taking the little girl out of private school because she couldn't afford it and keep up, and put her into public.
Uh,
But why is
so
it so much expensive? Like so much more? Like, why is it expensive? What is it that they're doing that's so different than any other school? Isn't the main thing is to learn the main courses and to graduate?
I
You
don't
know, I
know.
can't. If I wish I could answer, I
Anybody
can't.
here went to private school?
I
I would
don't
want
know.
to hear from the people who got private school. But that's gonna lead to my next question. But
You know,
we
I remember at 4 years old, my parents put me in a private school, and this it cost $3,000, and this is like a kindergarten class. Like, seriously?
yeah. What the heck? What?
And we
I mean,
paid
for
for
your
our own uniforms and our and our own supplies. But what are they doing with this money? Like, they're not feeding us, they're not grooming
okay,
our hair, they're not, you
I,
know?
I was here. Caesar, what's up, bro? Me do I wonder if it's because they're not funded by the government, so they have to probably like pay for the everything out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
But
that's
that's what I'm
probably what.
saying though. What is it that they're paying out of pocket? If they have 30 children in one class and let's say 3,000 per child, when the parents are paying for the uniform and the supplies and the fee. So
Yeah, but
where's this 3,000 towards?
I don't know. Listen, even the public school now charging. You have to pay for your own like in charter school. You have to pay for everything. You have to pay for your uniform. You have to pay for all of that stuff.
So I
Right.
mean, if it's uniform, yeah, you gotta pay for it, but it's not as much.
Right. No, that's
Like,
true.
it's
It's
not
not.
like this
It's
uniform's
not
made
much
out of
because
gold.
most of them is like a colored coded thing. They'll tell you, okay, make sure your kid wear white white top, navy blue pants. As long as
Ooh.
it's white and navy blue, and
You got
they'll
polo shirts or a certain type
or
of,
something.
right?
Yeah, they'll let you,
Okay.
because they know parent. And if you can't afford it, they'll sometimes the school will
Okay.
help
Me,
provide something. Let me hold on.
man.
Maha Dehe said, for us here in the Philippines, I like much more public school because private school here is so expensive, but still the same teaching.
Ah,
Tammy said, I
yes.
went to public school, and if I could afford it, I would send my kid to private. That's my opinion. I mean, and you have all right to pick and choose what you want to do
But
as far as
Janelle,
it
here's
comes
a
to your kid.
question though. Truck Life said something about homeschooling, right? So if you know you have what it takes to teach your child the same way they would in a private school, you
Mhm.
can also do that same proper learning at home than the private school itself.
Yeah, and I think certain state they give you the options if you want to do homeschooling, but I think you just have to follow certain guidelines, I guess, within
Right.
the whole I look to as far as like when is it testing and certain things,
Right.
I
So
guess.
testing, you would have to be physically present to do that.
Right,
But
you go
when
to
you
a
do
school and
certain
do the
courses,
testing.
yeah, when you do
Right.
certain courses, you have a certain amount of, for example, like let's say you got 4 core courses in the year, you got 3 months per course to have it done. You can have it done within the first month if you do it on a
Mhm.
daily basis, or if you want to take your time, you can have it done within a 3 month time. I've seen a lot of kids who are like younger than what their age range is for their grade, and they're very advanced.
Mhm. So Mahe said, my daughter is in public school and she's in the third grade now, and I'm proud of her because she has an excellent grade. Caesar said, well, it's good. The same both private and public school because all teachers both are good too. Let's say in here, I can't pronounce her name, Mahidi here. Here in the Philippines, even though you graduate anywhere, you still lack of jobs here. Oh Jesus. And
Well, we
that
not lie
and there
about
and
and that
there we go right here,
and there
because
we go.
now we
Right,
have a
right.
problem here too in the States where
Exactly.
you have people going to college, graduating with their bachelors and their masters, and it's hard right now for them to get a proper job.
their field.
in their field.
Oh, shit, that's
But
And
fucked up.
honestly, I don't think that's everywhere. I think what's
no.
happening
I was
is,
just telling
yeah,
the
Uh,
my I can't pronounce her from. She was saying about in the Philippines, but I'm telling her
right.
here in over here in the States is the same issue too.
Yeah, and
I
I
mean,
think even in the Philippines, um, they'd
mhm,
rather have someone who's hands-on experience than having someone who's
right.
just freshly with a graduate in their hand, you know?
It's sad, but it's the truth.
Right.
It's, I mean,
backside.
this is how it is now, and it's you. Sometime, um, experience Trump the poor pitney, them will come up with them bachelor.
Right.
It's because
Cause
I remember when it was some year, I forgot what year it was, and things was going bad. And I remember my supervisor, his daughter finished college. She graduated with her bachelor's and her master's, right? I don't remember what she graduated with. And this girl had to end up bartending.
oh my god. Yeah, that's a regular
She
thing
was
here.
working in this restaurant because she could not find a job. Most of the job was like, oh, you overqualified. We can't, you know what I'm saying?
What the hell is overqualified? Like, me never understand
Some
that.
places would say
That's so
you
stupid. So
That's
how can
just
you
all
over?
excuses. That's
How can you be
because
excuses.
they don't want to pay
overqualified?
you.
I mean, at
They
least
don't want to
pay me
pay you.
something,
They don't want to
bro.
pay you
I get that,
what
but
you your
still,
qualification. And then again,
it should be
the job
annoying.
market is crazy right now. You know how
It's
it
just so
is.
annoying. You go to a job and they're gonna tell you, oh, you overqualified. Like, what
No,
the fuck, son?
what do you mean? Me hear that enough time. Me hear that enough time. People who have their masters and stuff
Or
like
they'll
that.
sit there and say, "Oh, well, your grades and your certificates are way too good for the position we're wanting somebody for," kind of thing, you know?
I feel like you
Hmm.
go for a driving job and they're like, oh, you never get a ticket? No, we can't hire you. Like,
Yeah, so
oh
even Truck
shit,
Life is telling me, they
oh
say
shit.
we lack jobs here in Jamaica also for people that graduate. Yeah, it's across the board around the world. It's sad, but
So that man said, why? So that's why, if you look at it, right, why do you need
mhm.
school for it? It's I think
And
I
I
know what.
feel like, it's sad to know that some kid that they go to school for certain things, and they sit 4 years, how many years, get their bachelor's, their master's, or even a P, and then to turn around and can't get a proper job.
Well, you know what the problem is? I'll tell you what the problem is. The problem is that they're being hired way too young in age, where now they're
Hmm.
looking at, okay, this guy's fresh, this is new, whatever, we'll hire him, we'll get him to do whatever work we want, and then we'll just take care of the big deal kind of thing. So they're cutting out hours, they're cutting out positions of people who are able to do this kind of stuff.
And right now in the market, they're no longer trying to hire full-time people.
That
Right, because they're
This
relying on
is the
these young part-timers.
Yes, and what they do, I'm seeing it now. They rather hire part time because they can pay them less. They don't have to give them health insurance,
yep.
and they can work the part time hard and get full time. Work them enough to get the full time out
And
of
these
them.
companies, mind you, are saving their asses from big time taxes.
Yep,
Yeah.
and this is what's going on right now.
And then when somebody
Ah,
says, "Okay, can I have more hours here?" Oh no, the company only gives us a certain amount and we have to split it, you
Yes,
know?
yes,
yeah.
yes,
Which is
yes,
bullshit
yes.
because your dad doesn't own the company. You don't own the company. They give you enough hours, but you just want to look good in front of this big boss. Oh,
Yeah,
you
you're
can
trying
get
to
that.
save money.
No, but they always
They
trying to
Right.
get
So
big
save.
that bonus, instead of it being split up for people who deserve it, they're pocketing it and making it look like, see, I'm doing you guys a favor. That's how they
Yes,
work, you guys.
yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, right now the place sticky. Even today, I was watching something on the news, and you know, even with the gas going up and stuff like that, and of lately now, a lot of people, not really, a lot of people not working. Are they doing they working from home? And because of that too, now people now is like moving from out of the state, moving out of state, or moving,
Mhm.
you know
Hey, me see a job where you can watch viral video and get paid for it. Rascal, what to do that?
Yeah, but how much are they really making at home? Like they're being their own boss. So what are they able to bring to the table to cover everything?
Listen, me I gotta start sell.
All right, if you start, I swear to God, if Cuban
Yeah,
starts,
Jesus. People, and no wonder, yo, me not even that sit
Oh,
on now
Caesar
because me dey on live.
said, hold
Me
on,
just deal.
Caesar said, and also public school here is in our, what is this? Bangara. It's
Yes.
also near 5 minutes from our house to to the school. Okay.
So alright. Me I go run back for one something me didn't want to run by. So alright, remember I said Beta say she did go to school and she pay over 3 something thousand.
no, what I
And
meant
you
to
want to say you're
say is, okay, so being in a private school, they have routine stuff, and to a point where you cannot do or be the person you are. Sometimes, so, okay, for example, like girls want to go with their nails painted for a day or whatever, you're not allowed to get sent home. Or if your hair isn't a certain style, you get sent home. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't express who you really are. It's kind of being controlled, but at the same time, do you really want your children to have that low self-esteem their whole life? Where anyone can control them?
I get ready for the army, man, and that them I do. Get you ready for the army. I get what they
The
doing when they do
weakest
all of that.
people are the one who go to the army.
Shit, I lie.
And
That's
that's not, I'm
not
not
very
saying
comfort.
physically, mentally are the weak.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
People that was set by bitter, not
Mm-hmm.
Cubans, so don't come for me. Over here is a
That's why
no
you see
judgment
half of them
zone.
coming back. They need not
Okay,
physio.
bitter.
What is it?
All right. Yes, we know. We don't want to step on nobody can tonight.
Um,
Let's just keep it on track, please.
I
Yes.
was
So me that's
explaining what you meant, sir.
yes. So like me that
Jeez.
say, bitter. Me that say, when you pay a 3,000 and your friend pay you something like, how much money you supposed to pay, right?
And
Like where you
that's,
supposed to pay that money? So you pay that
if
like
you
when you
pay,
go, should you save it
I
when
don't
you
know
go to
if it
college
was,
or
no, that was for the school. That was for, I don't know if that wasn't, I don't think it was yearly.
okay? But what me I say
I
is should
think
you
every
invest it
every 4 months or every 6 months, she paid X amount of money for the
right?
whole year.
Okay, so what may I say is like,
It
would it
So
depends
better
on
if you
the
could
to
school,
afford, if
Janelle.
you could
Some
afford it for the
schools,
whole year,
yeah, but
then
it
you pay.
depends though, right? Some schools think highly of themselves to the point they want a full payment up front.
Rascal.
listen? Me no want no
Sorry,
blood for me,
sorry,
you know.
sorry,
And the
sorry,
man could have swing out of him and I mean that swing in
sorry, guys. You see, this is what.
people don't see why I don't know probably because about doing too.
Mm, mm.
Get
All right,
it.
sorry. We'll continue.
Yeah, so you'd rather invest because we know say some people save up money for them kids go to
Of
college,
course.
Hmm.
right? So would you rather to save the money for the kids to finish school and then go to college, or you'd rather just pay for them, like you said?
Well, here's the thing: you can
Um,
get the best of both worlds. You can send them to a public school where they have their street smarts going on, and then invest. By the time they get to a certain age, you put that in towards for them to have a good career, where that's where they have to have a right head on a shoulder, where they don't need no private school telling them what to do, but they'll be into adulthood enough to know what's right and wrong, and learn and get into that career mode.
okay. Would you agree with that, Chanel?
Well, for me, I can't afford no private school, so I rather save my money. And if they want to go to college, I'll invest in that.
Okay, so you're pretty much saying the same thing what
Yeah,
you're just saying. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
I,
mean, it is what it is.
okay.
Well, think about it. If you do have your
And
child in
even
a
then,
private school, that career that they're going to put in their head, it's going to be double and triple than what you would probably want to invest in them to become.
and then I'm not, and then I'm a person like this. I'm not gonna force nobody to go to college if they don't want to come. And I make you come waste my money. And you go to college and go party and turn idiot out there.
uh-huh.
No. But you will find a trade
Right.
that I'll do. You don't want to go to college, but you gotta find a trade school so at least you have some type of skills.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. If you have the money to send the kids to a private school or whatever, you could do
Mhm.
that. That's fine.
I mean,
That's
because I'm
fine.
not knocking. If you could afford it, go right ahead. Send your
Yeah.
kid to go and pay your money. Because at the end of the day, that's your money. Oh, what a bumper rascal. Listen to me.
But
Sorry, I am sorry again. I would have asked this.
I'm glad I am here chip on tonight. People don't see me there on mute. I'm not even saying nothing. Aye.
But take me off track to
Whoa.
But
You
you
know,
guys,
our
have you
confidence
noticed?
was
I don't know if it's the same thing in the States, but I mean, here where we're at, like they're cutting a lot of the learning time, no homework. You know, it wasn't like it was back in the
Well,
day.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on.
What do you mean no
I
homework?
said, remember one time I told you I read an article because right now a lot of teachers they no longer want to teach anymore.
They're just in it for the money.
No, a lot of teachers are walking away from being teachers because they're stressed out, they're not getting paid enough, and it's a lot. And I heard, like, I think it was in Texas where they cutting back, where kids will probably be going to school probably for 4 days, and
Right.
and they're gonna have less hours, and that's it because they don't have enough teachers.
But you know they should pay teachers because that's how, like you teaching kids.
I feel like you should
They
pay
should be
teachers a
getting
good
more.
money
They
because
should get
they're
because
there with your kids for
no,
a long period of
Well,
time.
especially when you have one teacher against 30 students. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
and
that's
then
too
on
much.
top of that, yeah, a teacher has sometimes the class have more than 30 kids,
Hmm.
and you know a lot of kids gonna fall between the cracks because there's a lot of distraction and
right.
everything
That
else.
is kind of
They
too
can't even
high.
tend to the ones that needs the you know a little bit more attention or help.
Right. Right.
You know, so it's sad, and a lot of them stress out.
Okay, people, we are.
So right now, and I mean, a lot of people are kind of walking away from teaching.
But I think like if you say teaching, you have to really have a passion for it. Not even say if you a nurse, you go through so much.
Even nurses too these days here.
Yeah,
here.
nowadays even lots of the nursing will be there. Them
I mean, I mind you, like for example, like I'm gonna say my son was in the hospital for the last couple of days. I had to run home and pick up the kids and stuff. I mean, he's left with good hands. Nurses should know how to administer medication, blah blah blah, when the parent isn't around. The nurse calls me, they're like, "Where are you? Are you on the way? Your son won't take his medication, so we'll wait for you to come give it to him." You know?
That's certain thing them now go and do. Them go like, you know, let me just wait.
But when it's a medication that needs to be taken on a certain time level or a time frame, that is a must. You're not supposed to wean a child or delay him if you have no reason to, you know?
Mm-hmm. Odd.
So
Trevi. What?
I think in general, any position anyone's holding, nobody really wants to work anymore.
No man, nobody want to sell that.
You go into work every day, you wanting to work, you're all fired up and okay, I'm gonna do this.
Listen, I be too sking and I'm going on people them work, yeah. Do what me have to do.
Yeah.
Me don't want to go.
I mean, it's not like we have the luxury of someone who has it all. You know,
Right.
we have to work to pay bills. So it's like, you know, you gotta tell yourself, Lord Jesus, let me get into these people place. And I'm so grateful for whoever invented Bluetooth and and I push that little gadget in my ears. I'm a bunks away and the hours go by and I'm in tune and I mind my business and keep it pushing. I gives two damns what the hell. The place could have probably abundant. I'm in a nowhere bubble. Just grab up and go about my business.
Anyway, check your time. Oh, 1 hour left.
Yep, I'm on my lunch. Bye.
You just make, you know, lunch break and that's it.
Yeah, I try not to make the job too personal because I just come here to do my 9 to 5 and keep it pushing, pay me my money, and let me go.
But for real, though, a teacher does it. I come to think of it, teachers does have it freaking hard to take care of how much pitney now.
They gotta take care of a lot of kids.
And then if you want 2 pitney in the web, where they know say them head hot and them
exactly, and you know, and then not even that, you dealing with kids who have a lot of dysfunction,
a different personality.
But I feel
some kids need more attention than others, and it's like you come to teach, you really don't. And I mean, teachers are like what Truck Life say are like babysitters, but you really can't babysit because you have X amount of kids and you trying to teach in
And
a
everyone learns
curriculum
on their own certain level too. So not
and
everyone has the
everybody
same
and
level. Yeah.
and especially if you have a class that's like disruptive and it's like going crazy, what you gonna do? Then you
Or if
got
you
some
have
kids,
that one problem child amongst the whole class where you have to be chasing
right?
them, and you know.
That
I'm
would be
not
me.
chase a soul.
So with that said, now suppose all right. So switch it, team up the topic a little bit. Suppose in a school and yeah, they pitting them that fight, and
I
yeah,
mean, let me tell you something.
okay, there's a
I am
fight
not
broke out.
fighting with nobody, kid, because I'm gonna let you know right then and there.
So if it
I'm gonna
pitting
tell
testing,
somebody. I know I'm gonna tell you right then and there. I will let you know today. You rise up on my black ass. I'm letting you know I don't give a damn about no teacher license. We gonna square the fuck up. I'm busting your ass, your parents' ass, everybody ass in
so
here.
basically,
It's going
if
down.
him coming at your face and touch a button,
It's over. Especially when you're dealing with high schoolers who probably sometimes 20 big time bigger than. I'm not talking about little kids. We talking about some because I've been seeing like the big kids. I'm not talking about little kids. The little kids you can just tell them go about your business.
Yeah, those little
Or you
kids who want to be this big thing, you know.
but like if you're dealing with high schoolers, there's a lot to deal with. Or I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm going. Here, since you want to run this a classroom, here, come take it for yourself. I don't have time. And me, I walk and go to the head office and say, listen, X, Y, and Z. He stepped to my face, and I'm not going in until y'all call his parents and X, Y, and Z. Me not
But
come in your
sometimes, though,
business.
Janelle, sometimes when you have, let's say, I'm not going to say female teachers, but male teachers, when they're teaching high school and you get, those younger guys and stuff, and, the teacher wants to come and be like this all, come up into the guy's space and stuff, that
I am not
aggravates
going
them.
to no kid. I'm not going to be abrasive. Me first of all, I'm not coming to class. I'm gonna set my rules. Listen, we all come here to learn. I respect you. You respect me. It works both ways. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta get respect to get respect. I'm gonna let them know, and I'm gonna tell them in the process of we teach you. I'm gonna teach you about life outside. I'm gonna teach you about life in school. You know what I'm saying? And we could go from there.
I mean, there's a limitation to everything. No teacher should get involved in personal things that they shouldn't be, and no
No.
student should be getting involved in any of the teachers' lives. You know.
No, and I'm not. And if I feel like, and I will tell them, like, listen, if you're going through something and you
Hmm.
feel like you want to talk, I'll even find outlets where you could go seek counsel outside of school where
Right.
you can vent. Maybe you need, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what kids go through a lot. I'm not saying that they don't. They got a lot going on even at home, and they got to come to school. They flustered, they frustrated. You know, some kids go to come to school hungry, so them disgruntled them. I say, yeah, but they saying a hungry man is an angry man. So there's a lot going on.
mhm.
I
So
think the
I
main thing is to
understand.
be a teacher, regardless of what age you're teaching, you gotta have patience.
Yeah, you sure enough do. You
Right.
sure enough do.
I
That's
think
the
that the
key.
hardest teachers who have it the hardest is when they have children of their own too, and then they
Mhm.
have to deal with other people's children. God, man, I
Hmm.
don't think I would be a teacher. Nah.
It's hard. It's hard. And especially when the system is set up right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's not easy. It's not easy. I accommodate all those teachers that take their time out to teach our kids. And you know what I'm saying? I feel I go through a lot because
Right.
it's not easy. It's not easy. I know that it's not easy.
Yeah,
And sometimes you have to
yeah.
appreciate the teachers too. You know.
Yeah. And I get it too. A lot of parents, they're going through a lot. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot, stress, everything else. There's a lot going on in this world. It's
So
a
yeah,
lot.
people make sure to appreciate your kids' teacher. You know what I mean? Send them a little
Yeah, but
coffee
this
once
new
in a while
generation
and
of
them
kids,
thing.
them
Them
different.
feel
Them
appreciated.
a new generation of young people is very different, and I don't know what is our
Especially the
future gonna be.
teenagers, like Janelle said, it's
Yeah,
especially the teenagers. I mean,
they
like if
be
you
going
have a
through
teacher
something.
that's gonna come and say something in a nice way, even if she's not getting involved, who are you? You're not my mom. Don't talk to me like that. No teacher needs that crap, you know?
Yeah, them full of
Hmm.
attitude.
They're full of
Jesus
them.
Christ.
You can't talk to them. Yeah, it's like
This
listen.
reminded me of a story that happened to my brother. He was like about 16, and I don't know, he got into it with the principal, and the principal got so agitated and called my dad. and him and my brother were going at it. My dad grabbed his hand and smacked the shit out of my brother right then and there in front of the school. He says, "What? Go call the cops now." What?
Nice. See
You
that?
know?
Remember, so we used to get discipline like that. You talk to
Mm-hmm.
your teacher, what? What? You get your ass, maybe teacher bust your ass, and when you go home, your ass get bust again.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Crazy.
But
Even now, I heard in some states they're trying to pass law to give teachers concealed guns to carry. Me not think that's right. Right, there's something think that borderline they're not good because
well,
some teachers is not stable.
mm,
Yeah,
um,
some teachers are just so psycho to the point that they just want that upper hand just to be like, you know?
Yeah, because
bust a cap in here.
some of them teachers is racist. I don't want none of them come have
But
the right
still,
to
but
bear
I
arms.
mean, with the
What you
amount
need
of,
gun for? What you
but
need
with the
gun
amount,
for?
okay, so with the amount
And
of
you some of
people
these
where
teachers be scared of these big kids. No, sir. Or
can
what if you so scared and then gonna take your gun from you? What gonna happen
they
next?
can't make you can't carry it. I don't think you should allow to carry. They should have at least security guards. If I that the case, put a metal detector in the
At
school
least any kind of
entrances.
junior high should have some kind of security guards.
No, they could. You know that them need to just put some fun in the school system, regardless.
There's
If
a
you hire
school
more,
here. You know those gates that you go through at the airport and shit?
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm
There's a
saying. You
That's
school
what
go
I
here
through
used
that
to
metal.
go
has
That's
that.
what
through.
was. Yeah, you
Used
go
to
through
go
metal
through that.
detector. You
Used to
go
go
through
through
metal
that.
detector. You have a security. You have one. You have an entrance. You know, so that entrance and lock off. You know, so anybody go through. You have camera. Anybody go through that door, the alarm go off. Or so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they have too much system here where them can set up
Mm-hmm.
where you know.
Right, right.
Because if you go through one door, right, you see the alarm go off. You know, say that the alarm go
Yeah,
off.
that's how
Something
they used to do it in my
you
community.
have
Like
camera
that.
there. You have something.
If they lock
My
down
school
the
used to be
school
like
during
that.
the day,
Used to
you
be like
know?
that. Me like me go right
Yeah.
cause.
You can't come in. You have one entrance in, and then the other entrance them have certain lock. It just
Right.
lock. You can't exit
Mm-hmm.
or whatever unless you know
Mm-hmm.
a certain. They have to, but you don't need to carry no damn gun in a school.
That's
I mean, they
considered a
have to.
weapon. I mean, if they come think about it, they're being very hypocritical because a lot of schools will not allow cell phones and think of that as a, like you're
Mm-hmm.
defaming people, you're videotaping people without them knowing and stuff. You're harming people in a way through an electronic way. But yet, when you really want to bring a weapon, like don't be hypocritical, you know?
Well, the phone thing you can have your phone in your class. You can have it in your
Mm-hmm.
locker or
But a
wherever.
lot of
But you
places
can.
allow you to have your phone with you, not turned on. You can have it when you're not in class,
Mm-hmm.
but
Well,
they
not in
still
class.
have an issue about it.
Yeah, you can't have your phone in class. Like you, that's not. Yeah, that I don't see no point of you having phone in class. And the funny thing is, I see they post some shit like that too. Like even like the watch, because you could have your watch on you, because kids I get take away and then you have
Mm-hmm.
location. They
Mm-hmm.
don't even want you to have that in some
Oh
school.
yeah.
I mean that's nothing wrong with that.
The watch. I don't see
The
nothing wrong with the
watch is
watch.
actually the iWatch, whatever
Or the
watch.
That's more
sense.
powerful than a phone because you can actually still record and call and do all that stuff in it.
No, but you can't
But
videotape
you
with
can't
if
videotape
that's
with
what
it.
they're worrying about, the
But at
videotaping.
least with the watch with the phone, God forbid is emergency. At least they
Yeah,
can
you
call and
can't
say,
make a call.
I said,
I
Mommy, blah blah blah.
I
This is what's
think that's
going
one
on
of the
in the
reasons why
school.
they created that whole watch thing
You
Yeah,
know.
but
because
you think about it. What teenager is going to be calling their mommy, right?
for
Mm-hmm.
what? In case of emergency?
You know what I mean? This never
What you
mind.
mean? What you mean, bitter? What you mean? What teenagers? If it's quick, if you see how quick, then call their mother and say, "Oh, mommy, here, da, da,
But
da, da."
usually, when an emergency happens at school, the teachers are so quick to call the parents, right?
Then call, man. Then call. When trouble take them, they will call.
Yeah,
The system is all changed, that's for sure.
I don't know. They
Right
need
now,
to
the
fix
system shake up
the
right about
the
now.
educational system. Like
Bad
fucking.
it, bad it, bad it, bad it, bad.
Why do you think people want worrying about like what the generation or Generation X then call them?
Mm-hmm. Gen Z's or Gen Z's.
Gonna be like because if we are see it about can't really work. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Have you just let things take root where
Honestly, I think this generation, you put them in front of YouTube or any kind of social media, they'll learn more than you actually think they would learn in school.
that is a fact.
They sure
I
are.
sure think that's so true.
So that's like the new
Yeah.
homeschool. Sit your kid in front of the TV for 6 hours a
Yeah,
day.
really and truly, you can learn everything from YouTube. You can learn how to fix a car. You can go to trade school
Mhm.
where too much
Even
tutorial
in
and
school, my
everything.
kids came last week and they said that their teacher was showing them a video from YouTube of how to do something. I was like,
Uh,
what?
It's
how much
true.
time we see videos on
It's
thing where they
true.
give us
Sometimes you have something wrong with your car, you go up on YouTube.
they have some expert
Or
that teach
Dr. Google.
Mhm.
doctor.
Crazy.
What another place?
It's so green.
No, I joke
It's
about them
the
feel like
era of the media, that's for sure.
Mhm.
nothing wrong with that. But as I said, you only need for the all you need to do is really just know your math and your English. Read,
Mhm.
write your name, read, write, and know math. That's all you really need to do.
Look who's
Because
giving us lessons.
I will go on this. So. Yes, may I give lessons, people take notes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right from Cuban.
Mm. Only thing we can say, all I had is the extra stuff there. You will learn them as you go along.
Yeah, sure enough.
I don't think me use nothing when me learn in school.
No.
What me use? Me,
Didn't you once say when we were having the proficiency thing going on once, you said, what was the point of learning how to read or something like that? Or learning how to
me?
do
No,
something when you're not going to be using it all the time? I think
Mm,
one
I don't
time
know
Anna
about
was
I
reading,
don't think he said reading.
or no, not reading. Was it? He said something. I can't remember what it was. What's the point of doing something when you're not going to use it later on? Remember Anna gave him crap for it.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was.
It was something to do with school, though.
Yeah, where's X?
Seta
Yeah, fella.
says Seta say true. Social media have a big impact nowadays, especially in school. Yeah, very true, very true.
It's not just in school. Social media has impact on everyone's lives.
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Mhm. Social media is like the new.
Me try not to go in it too much. I don't say I never that social media didn't make far. It's crazy. How that shit just take root and it just. Cause once them hit, I thought what's that one name again? Snapchat. Nobody knows that was. I thought Snapchat was gonna be the next big thing, but TikTok come and kick with Snapchat foot,
Mhm.
kick with about if you kick with Instagram foot too.
Mhm. Big thing.
Oh, come on. Everybody a tiki. I know me not do one TikTok account. You know what you guys ever do TikTok? I'm like, you tell you have a TikTok account?
Nope.
Really? You have a
No,
TikTok?
I don't.
Nope.
I lie. See that? We don't have no TikTok here.
I don't
I
like
guess
TikTok.
I guess we all. I mean, sometimes we watch the video them still, you know. I see them so today me that watch one. Me watch.
My kids learned the weirdest shit from TikTok. Like, oh my god.
And I hope for fall them I learn them something. We can't blame social
Although
media.
I don't have
We
an
give them.
account. I don't know how they I guess you can watch TikTok videos on YouTube as well.
Yeah, you can on YouTube. Yeah, they like people put them together.
So now, did I tell you what my daughter, she's 5, what she learned off TikTok? You're gonna laugh. Okay, so she comes up to me, she's like, Mom, do you want to be a stripper when you grow up? I'm like, what the hell
Wow.
is that? I'm like, where did you hear that? She's like, on TikTok. I'm like, okay, well, what does a stripper do? She's like, well, she posts a lot of videos and makes money. And I'm just like, what did I just hear you say? So there must
Mhm.
have been some kind of TikTok video that she probably heard the word stripper or something
Mhm.
Damn.
and thought, okay, well, if you post videos, as much videos as you can on TikTok, you make lots of money and you become a stripper. I was like, what the hell is that?
You hear what them alert? You hear what I go on there, so no?
So she's like, I said to her, don't ever say that again. She's like, why? I said, that's not a good thing to say. Right. So I guess now she knows she doesn't say it again because she's that type of child who will go and ask anybody that same question.
So what's wrong with being a stripper bit time?
But the thing is, she doesn't know what it means, what the true proper meaning
She's
of it
only
is.
5.
She thought it's like, okay, a stripper is like a title on TikTok where you go and you post videos and make money.
Shit.
But
Right now, big office stripper them make more money than me, yeah. Shit. I wonder if it's too late for me.
I think they misunderstand what the proper meaning of these words are that come up on TikTok. So,
well, that's what I'm saying is it does. TikTok is easy because it's like a lot. And that's where everybody heading to because they sweep into the mind of the kids, and then that's where Jesus.
right. Well, and not just the children. I mean, everyone in general. Sometimes you hear like this nice tune of a song, and it's like you go back to replay it, not for the video, but just for the beat or whatever, you know. So.
Yeah, but remember when social media was coming about, when Facebook was about, you couldn't just sign up with Facebook like that or Instagram or them someday. You had to be a certain age. But now anybody.
But still, people were still lying about their age at the time too. You had to be a 16 or older, but you had a lot of these little 11-year-olds saying that they were 16. So there was no way to even prove it. They were still making accounts.
Well, you can as a parent you can monitor that, right?
Right, but when you're getting your child a phone at 12 years old, what do you monitor?
What I mean, when you're getting them a phone, like when they download certain things, is you have to let them clear. But then again, certain things you don't want to ban them from because they're just gonna go behind your back
and do it.
Thing anyway.
Right. Like my 5-year-old, she's hooked to this thing called Jeffy. I've deleted it 1,000 times off my YouTube, but somehow she knows how to spell it and get back into it. You can't control them sometimes.
Jeffy. You know what? Take what it is. Yeah,
was that a cartoon?
No, it's like these grown-ass idiots having puppets and, you know, but the thing is, it's just overrated for children. So they think just because they see a puppet, that means it's a child show. But, like, I don't know. And even their teacher, they're like, all these kindergarten kids are talking about this Jeffy character. I'm like, you go watch it, and then you tell these children not to watch it.
What? Look up that answer with that.
Jeffy?
It's SML. They're called SML. But it literally
people nowadays doesn't care wherever they are, as long as they can do TikTok, even if their life is at stake. I seen some on YouTube. Me tell you, me see some people do. One person do it and must drop off a one cliff or something.
Right. Sometimes it's dangerous, and all these challenges coming out. I have a friend here. Her son died because of a challenge. Like, she's against any kind of social media challenges, especially for kids, because your kids watch these, and when you're not around to be cool in front of other kids, they want to get into the program of these challenges, but some of them are so dangerous, like unbelievable.
That's a thing too. So now who and you can't even say, yo, why that's it. If me didn't know me never gave him the phone, if me didn't know me never did this. So I guess with all of that stuff you have to have some kind of restriction with your kids or some kind of talk with them.
Well, even when you're in public, you see these kids or these people doing TikTok videos, just like Seti's saying, they don't care where they are. As long as they're uploading them, they're doing them. They don't care. You know, you'll be walking in the mall and you see them doing a little dance here or there, or doing a little flip here or there, or whatever, you know, or on the escalator, stupid stuff, you know?
Well, I mean, they said they're getting paid from it, so I mean, I don't know how much they're getting paid. So somebody'd have to come give me the scoop on that. Anybody get a TikTok check can come, like, you know, convince me and say, yeah, that's where to go.
You one by yourself. No. We're not tick, 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 nothing.
Come on, son. Go and do the tick
Yeah,
thing.
no,
The
no,
ticky
yet
tick.
about come on, son. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I ain't no wrong. I ain't
And then
knocking
you
the
go
thing,
viral
but
for some crazy foolishness.
that's the thing. Is always foolish go.
That go viral.
I think Tori
I
was
read it.
showing me like, yo, look, get so much views for just drawing some her letter, her name, her.
But I think you guys, the TikToks are like the YouTube shorts. Sometimes they just randomly get watched. I think that's how it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're short, so people don't really want to watch like an hour long video
Because
or
yeah, well, I know that for sure. I know that from back then because people mindset is their what they call it. Their mind also is short span. Like am I saying it right? They have a short mind span.
no,
So
Mm-hmm.
no,
you
no, not just that. Some people don't even like commercials, or it's kind of like if you're watching,
right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
right? Or if you, even if you're going back to watch something that's like half an hour long, you're gonna have to forward it and go past the commercials and this and that. So it's like a short video. You kind of get the idea of what it is, and that's it. You're done.
And then they just go next. I'm like, oh, let me retain
They're
that. Oh,
just quickies.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, people. Nobody wanna watch no long, boring video like what we are doing by yourself. That's why I say people at the end of the day, at the end of the video, y'all could come and strip naked for all I care. Nobody not watching till the end, right?
That's what you think.
Yeah, man. People, if you don't
But
want to come,
sometimes, you might even miss the main detail of things, right? So
that's how you go.
Yeah, you're not allergic to something?
Man, you know what I know what me allergic to?
Let me see. Yeah, bro.
No, sir. No, bro.
My good boy, look at what's on.
I know me actually bad. Jesus, you rough round this up.
The
You know, I go around
strawberries
that.
business.
Jesus, people gonna see me ash my hand back. It coming like a turkey back.
Mm.
Me a lotion in there, man. Always. Have me like a lotion. You know, not me. I do myself all life.
Me never do you nothing for life because nobody know the
you
harassment.
guys, whatever happened to your mango challenge?
Why? Could I get to that?
Oh, gonna get. We end up doing
Baby, them did there. Or did I do
Did
yeah.
you
it?
guys do it and
Oh,
I
you
missed
know,
it,
no, matter
or?
of fact, no. We end up having the babies that night, so we
Oh.
didn't bother do anything. We was on
I
Kiki
think I don't know. It
and a
was
live,
live.
and I had a live, but and we was outside with the kids, and that was basically it. We didn't bother do no
That you want to see bitter, you want to see mango challenge.
Well,
mango.
I was all excited for that to see, and then I got busy, so I wasn't sure if you guys did it or not.
Yeah, he wasn't even there to see it.
What, you guys did it though?
No, we didn't do it. Mm-mm.
So what you
Oh.
don't want to see, man? You don't want to see somebody eat mango
And
bitter?
she want to see
I want to
all your
see
sweet
Cubans
mango.
eat that mango and get all sticky, nicky, and.
All right, people reach that part of the line there. Where you know who they are there.
Murder.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, never did I want to go that route
We never get that no sir, cause we did. Somebody did it. I don't remember, but we did it.
there. Sometimes, but who knows? Who knows?
Oh, look, Truck Life's back.
Should I already do one? So why you do? So why you not do a mango challenge better?
Me?
She did
Yeah, do a
no man one she
challenge.
didn't do the banana and
Oh yeah, she did do the banana
she did
thing.
do banana honey,
Honey.
banana honey and something else.
I didn't sure.
Yes, and the inch.
And sure.
So watch it now. We have my flyer over here. So my
No,
flyer
you do
there.
not.
Me have to go show the flyer. I'm gonna put it out away
Don't
there.
tell me you.
Yep. We going
Why?
straight in sure. Cha. Ensure deal. Two
I'm
girls,
not
no
messing with
straw.
y'all.
Hey. girls no straw with the intro challenge.
Who drinks Insure through a straw? Okay, this is one thing I was told. I was told this like a long time ago. If you ever see a man drinking through a straw, he's got more of a sensitive side to him than you'd ever know.
How we say?
And straws are for women, not for men.
Exactly, I've been telling that.
I've seen you drink through a straw before when you were on the live.
When that can't talk about me, then drinking through no straw. I'm like, girl,
You
man.
know what? I'm actually gonna go through all your lives just to point that out where it was.
The fuck? You're gonna go through all my life? Do you remember did I drink through straw?
Oh,
Oi, Westy West. Westy not the place.
wow, Western.
She's
Western
changed her name.
vegetarian. Oh, Lordy. Hey, Western, how are you?
Fuck Westy and stop it. Yes.
I'm glad to see you. That you grace us with your presence.
I mean, maybe me have a sensitive side, yes. I don't know wrong with drink through straw sometime. Right?
Western say yes. You should see her drink with us.
Mm-hmm. Or me that drink. I don't know, intro me that drink though.
No, we're not insurance. They never once book your drink in an insurance.
Okay, good.
Vegetarian. Yeah.
What kind of vegetarian?
Yeah, you know what? When you
Not
had the
veg,
iced coffee,
veg.
you and Janelle, I think it was. You had.
Shit. Yes, people. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, of course, how me I go drink my iced coffee? No must throw a straw.
Yeah.
So I never have to drink through a
Yeah,
straw. So
yeah,
me
even truck life too. So okay. Yes, you did. You did.
Exactly.
You did.
Me did have to drink through the straw. Nothing wrong with
I
that.
remember now. You did.
Why truck life have to say suck? Me not in that sucking thing there. No, come on, truck life. Make your man say drink through the straw.
Yes, you know what it was? Your special
Oh.
drinks.
Oh, fucking hell. Can't do
Yes.
nothing for you, and I stop comparing that shit.
You did a drink your
That's right.
special. Your little special
Company and I just dig up me.
the Cuban special. You did
Dig
a
up all of
drink.
my dirty secrets.
It's not a secret.
Mm.
You did a drink your Cuban special, and you had to drink it out of a straw.
Mm.
Yes.
Me never did that, sir.
No, you never did. That's one thing we never hear. That day when you drink Cuban special, me never once hear you slurp yet.
Okay, good. No slurping around here, people. If
That-
you're a man and you drink and you slurp, something to right.
So why didn't you slurp?
What do you mean? Like, seriously?
Just took left field.
Yeah, boss slurp. When your man you drink and a slurp.
No, actually, I think we heard him. We heard him. We heard him do the gulp. We heard him gulp a few times too. You know.
Yeah, well, that's different.
Well,
Yeah, when you gulp
Slurp
it
and
down.
you gulp.
Which one you had a slurp or gulp?
listen, let me go up and go on.
Truck like say back to dishes. Okay,
Yeah. I want to name DNA. People, I'm going to get some sleep.
All right, guys, I have reached to my destination,
Yeah.
and now it's your time to get to your destination.
Yes.
Hopefully, you find parking. The struggle was real yesterday.
Yeah, might as well me do live. About 2 o'clock, I reach one.
But I text you.
Let me pull over, Mr.
I text you. I say you reach, you find parking, and then later on you send me back a text and say you had to take a nap.
I did. I don't even know if I did park or if I did the panic.
You know what? It's time for you to go. I'm not playing with you.
Yeah,
Because you was really tired. Your item did drop down.
I know if I take it. Yeah, when me that drive, we could have.
Oh, they really said it really got rainy.
We could have feel some me that fall asleep, bro.
Wonderful.
Might me did under me.
Me don't know what you did
Me did
under.
kind of sleepy. All right.
Good night, guys.
Good night, Janelle.
The topic was really nice. Hey, Anna.
Me I try catch her before you leave.
Oh, what's up, Anna?
Not a thing
Check,
me do
check,
there.
check, check,
Ooh, I
check.
forgot to seal up this one.
Hold on.
Hey Anna.
Well,
Touch.
go on.
I just take time. So it not
Pop
bust up. Because remember,
on.
that guy not get
Oh,
hot before you get bigger.
Jesus
no,
Christ.
go sweating.
You can. You
Oh,
know, for stitch.
Jesus. No, so.
Yeah, touch.
Western
That's the
darling, how are
patch.
you?
And
Truck
it's
life
black. And I
baby.
just put it right over it. It's like a tape line.
Oh, yeah. I look at that.
All of the team up with them.
Um, mm,
Get one.
mhm.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night, sugar.
Yeah.
Well, so, and you come when we both, when we close off at the topic.
Okay.
You have to say on the topic. Oh, yeah,
Okay,
Western.
Western, that's good. You have got to
Uh,
send me my meal. What is the topic?
we should I send your kids to public or private school.
Mm, me rather private school
Okay, why you not send them to private school? The
because
next
as a
sad thing.
teacher, you understand that when you pay for something, when you pay for education, in most cases you get more. Unless you have somebody where necessarily say really love teaching and I go above and beyond, you hardly find a run clock and none of them teacher then present now. Public system, a lot of children get placed in the school system. So the ratio teacher to children are more than what is supposed to be. And if your child is not fast enough or equipped enough, they might get left behind. But in our private schools setting, the ratio of teacher to children is equal. So the amount of children in a one class and that are in the class. So if it's 8 to 1, it's going to be 8 student to one teacher, or it's going to be 16 student to two teacher. But it's always going to match in our private setting. But in our public setting, in a must match. There can be more student to the teacher ratio. And then when you have children that come from all both in our public sector, while it is good, say the public sector might teach them how to be street smart. Um, Sometimes that is what is wrong with our children because they are too street smart. They outsmart you, the parent, and themselves. So
It's gotta be done. Well, okay, let me see what Western I say. Western saying I said in Pitney from 12 public, which I can understand. You want to give them some public and you want to give them some private.
yes,
Yeah.
because she want the part street smart and part book smart. That is wise, but it
So
depends
I
on which
suppose
part.
you don't have money if you send them go private. Suppose you send them go private school now. Let me say no. Your pitney, because you know you got some pitney we don't want to learn. No matter what you do, them don't want to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like Janelle that said, she have one person where send her kid go um private school, but the pitney never did that take no learning until she have to take her out and send her to public school. So what me that say is, in that the case there, would you rather send your kids go private? Would you save that money and send them to a good college
But
where
if the
them
child is
teach?
not learning, then saving the money to send
No,
them to college is pointless.
no. But me I
Uh,
say is no. Me not talk that the part. No, me I say in a this and no say you decide say, okay, what is where would you rather send her? Would you send that money, spend that money on college, or would you rather send it on private school when them not reach nowhere in them life yet. So them first 18 years, you would have send them to public with that money they are, you would have wait till after them finish high school and you send them go and go to college with that money there.
Well, in my defense, right here, most students get to go to college with a scholarship. Most, if them do right by themselves in a school before college.
When they
So,
get to get with a
all
scholarship.
right,
Easy then
my,
you walk on big up yourself. Come on, yeah, boy. Make
my
sure.
sister, she just finished college and she start back college same time because she got a scholarship to go and she finished. And now them a pay for her doctorate. So she did a degree and she skipped masters. So she gonna get her masters and doctorate one time because they are paying for it. Children in America get the opportunity to get scholarship, and the grades that they have here is even mediocre to the grades that they are Jamaica. Jamaican children don't really get that great opportunity to get scholarship like that. And when they do get the scholarship, I probably to come overseas. So if you invest greatly in your child at the best time to invest in your child, as and this is me talking as a teacher, is 0 to 7 years. Everything after that is built on. So I would ensure that my child get the best education. 0 to 7, yes, that's a child, but look, at 6, at 0 to 6, you learn the words cat, CAT. And then by the time you reach 7, you learn catalog and you add to each word. You learn rat, then you start learn rather, then you add to small words to make it big words. So 0 to 7 is very crucial. So that's the time I would invest the most in my child.
Invest the most.
Yeah. Ensure so they can get one good foundation. Because once the foundation is solid, it no matter which part they go after, majority of the time that can keep them. I say majority because they can still falter. But if you don't have a solid foundation, then what's the sense? And it depends on the gender too. Because
Hmm.
for a boy,
Yeah, I say.
better to invest into the boy when he reach like 15,
Okay, better
um
to know.
15, 16 I go up there so. Girl, you better to invest in them from like 7 to 15. 7 to 15 because at that time they not start business about boyfriend too much yet. They not nothing. When they as they reach 14, 15 so and then start understand how to smell themselves, if they never have one solid foundation, them gone. Them gone completely. But for the boys, that's the time they realize say, hey what, I have to second down and get something, Because most boys start to second down in the latter part of high school. The other time the girls them I get broke out.
Mm,
So, so it really depends.
yeah.
But to each parent them own because you have to really know. But
Okay. Switch gear up a bit. Let me ask you now. You a teacher. If one of your picnic student come up to you and want to fight you, how that a go play out? How would you handle that?
it could play out in a two different way because um
Who is wrong and who is who is wrong?
who's wrong where
If
you
you're a
shouldn't be
teacher,
fighting. You should be fighting with no teacher should fight with a student. No student should fight with a teacher. If the
yes, we know
student
that.
if the students start fight with you, you as the teacher need to know if you walk out the pitney and whatever. if I want school like as they say to value where you know and little thing can go on. Once you realize that nothing not go on, you try to take for yourself. Now I'm gonna say enough to try to defend yourself, but you don't want to be right and lose it because guess what? You see when you get banned by ministry, it mean you can't go no country go teach. You can't go work in no daycare, you can't go work like you are banned with children
Is a double
overall.
sailing question for you. I don't know what that is.
And now I
But
left a question up top. Where let me see. Suppose I did you at this the Tivoli case, how would you go about it? First of all, let me tell you something. A lot of time you have to stoop to children level. You never it's not easy to get the child up to your level. So you know so they might try to look at cloud. They might try to make them pure them can make an angle this So you now start depreciate your value to suit their needs at that time. Psychology I use for them still So when you did their boost him I make him say, yeah man, me can't fight you. You're younger than me, you're stronger than me, you're born to win, whatever you like. You start using mind game on them to win the situation. Them I got already the person we're in question I go take you for a weak link. Making himself look big, so him probably walk you out. In a most case, him probably leave it out. But if you are boost him and make him know, say, look here, if I dirt a dirt, him a go push him strength. Even when he know, say, in a long run, he not gonna put your film, him a go push him strength. And then teach you that too. Like, and that is the reason for me to say that a lot of teachers that are diploma teachers, ECW, they need to go back to school. Like diploma stop where ethics and child value and all of that. That is something that I feel like in order to become a teacher you need a license. But that's just my take. And a license should be renewable. So after a year you still have to redo it and if you see if you're still up to standard or whatever because a lot of us are going to a classroom and yes, educational wise we got it. But as it relates to being a parent, because remember now you are these children's second parent and what they are exposed to, you probably not even get exposed to them there's something there yet. So you need to be trained how to deal with children that are of all kind of walks of life. Not just to teach them one plus one, what's the difference between are and is and all of them something there. It needs more than that to be a teacher.
is it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Arlene in the place. Got yourself, Arlene.
Hey Arlene.
Check in. Well, say teacher and pitney a fight. I mean, I've seen that a lot now going on in Jamaica. Though. I don't know. Just asking. Wow, really, I go on this. So.
And sometimes teachers don't stand their ground because look here, there are some teachers that will never be get that you will never see them get cross in a crossfire. And then you have someone no matter what them always in it. Some teachers go to school looking for a best friend out of a student.
Mm-hmm. Some I look for boyfriend and some I look for girlfriend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
People last night me come right just and fall asleep, right? And the police they were right there in front of me. And me some fall asleep right at the stoplight. You know how long that happened to me?
But truck life, they always say rain did I go fast. You in a fall truck life. I don't know, me say my lips swell up. I don't know what caused this. My mouth feel heavy.
Bang bang. that was the thing. So yeah, people, that topic did come up because of the barber shop the day now this start up at the good debate. So I said, you know, let's see what go on. Straight up on the live, why not?
Good topic. Anyways.
Yeah, people, so watching on the playback and leave your opinion. This topic might be on the quiz at the end of the year, at the end of the month. So
Look at
people
you
go and
giving
leave
tests. So
and
you
leave
yeah,
leave your answer
that
in
teacher
the.
know.
I mean, have they not say thing I've got my thing different, you know. I don't know that already. Who don't know that gonna have to know that. Damn. Yes, people. So look out for this topic on the test and the end of month quiz. Okay, ready. On from the parkings. Oh God, me see all them people have boat on them car. Me need to go on better, you know. On let my bridge not leave yet.
Mm.
Alright. Yeah, you know ready? Alright. See you there. Boss. About to pull out. So you know say I spot that for some night look. Alright. With me. Some people see the rain about to fall. Eh? Alright, well.
Okay, good night, guys. Good night, Island. Good night, Team Happy. Who else today? ECW, Bittersweet, Sweet Escape, Michael Young. Michael Young.
Oh yeah. See,
That's
because of that, I'm not even see people that will come in that place. So big up Michael.
Western.
This pass through.
Everybody.
Let's see. Western, I forget well, Western gone. If them saying boy job big video, it's gotta be done. Big up yourself. Um, yeah. Say boy job music video. I say, mosquito go on with things.
Chuck Life, darling. Only the rain was gonna fall. That me just a where you the rain a fall, yeah.
I would side me for the pan because it look like him a come out. So I walk on. Say, oh, I Friday side this man. Aye. Mega love shout out team happy big up on yourself. We know the place go. Sati. Sati. Yo, man, I lie. Nah, man, I lie. Him happy give me some good conversation tonight. What go on? Topic I did really something. I don't like that spot there, you know. I don't like that spot there. Okay, guess what time it is? I'm on the Friday side, so I'm not to rush come out here morning, come move nothing. I tell Chuck like look like you turn with a man. How go on? Don't make a be a buck on the IP. So we get the we makeup and then I'm like we. Sati, big up yourself, yeah. Sati, enjoy your day. The rest of your day, I should say. Sati, what time it is over your side? What, 1:31 p.m. or a.m.? Is in the afternoon. Damn, are you 12 hours ahead of us? Okay. So you on lunchtime right now. People rain about to fall and me I try to catch out of the rain here. I'm here on the 12-hour difference. Okay. So start to enjoy your lunch. Whatever you do, bring up yourself, you're Sati. Always show some love, you know what I mean? Already Mama T, walk on. Chillin', Yeah, people, we just call it one of them night there. I find a park, so I don't need to stay out there long tonight. Got things to go on the deal with. Okay, Chuck Life, we outside and we about to be in on the inside in a bit. Alright, Sati, enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, team up, big up on yourself. Guys, wherever you at, good morning, good night. We out. We outside.
We ain't giving up, no. You don't know what J Island represent. Cuban Universal.
Don't forget to like, comment, share. Yeah, fully charged, fully charge up. We out.
Alright, hey yo, take a good